baby, good at thinking out loud, but not too good at keeping promises, no. Did you fool yourself enough to be proud? Oh baby, baby, good at thinking. Even though your mama told you be the best that you can, she never warned you for the monsters dancing in your head, the devil on your shoulder strung you up on a thread. But I don't need to tell you, hey, don't you look at me like that when you break my heart like that, like you're feeling sorry. It's your own fault. Now toss the salt. Don't you look at me like that, walking out the door like that. You're not feeling sorry. It's your own fault. Now toss the salt. Oh baby, baby, I don't know what to say. Every beginning's gonna end up the same. Spare me your thoughts and get out of my way. Baby, 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 baby. Even though your mama told you be the best that you can, she never warned you for the monsters dancing in your head, the devil on your shoulder strung you up on a thread. But I don't need to tell you, hey, don't you look at me like that when you break my heart like that, like you're feeling sorry. It's your own fault. Now toss the salt. Don't you look at me like that, walking out the door like that. You're not feeling sorry. It's your own fault. Now toss the salt. It's the devil on your shoulder. Devil on, it's the devil on your shoulder. Devil on, it's the devil on your shoulder. Oh, devil on, it's the devil on your shoulder. Devil on, it's the devil on your shoulder. Devil on, it's the devil on your shoulder. Shoulder, hey. Don't you look at me like that, hey, like you're feeling sorry. Don't you look at me like that when you break my heart like that, like you're feeling sorry. Cause you're not feeling sorry. Hey, hey. Don't you look at me like that when you break my heart like that, like you're feeling sorry. It's your own fault. Now toss the salt. Don't you look at me like that, walking out the door like that. You're not feeling sorry. It's your own fault. Now toss the salt. Devil on, it's the devil on your shoulder. Devil on, it's the devil on your shoulder. Devil on, it's the devil on your shoulder. Oh, devil on, it's the devil on your shoulder. Devil on, it's the devil on your shoulder. Devil on, it's the devil on your shoulder. Shoulder, hey. I know that I should keep it cool, babe, not lose my swag and play the fool, babe. Just play the game and hold on, maybe. But I'm done with the waiting, done with the waiting. I'm done with playing nice. Now look me in the eyes. Tell me, tell me, tell me what you see inside. Not gonna ask you twice. Not looking for your lies. Tell me, do you wanna go? Do you wanna go? Do you wanna go? Do you wanna go? Those who wanna play by the rules end up last with nothing to obtain. So let's level up to remain. Cause I'm done with the waiting, done with the waiting. I'm done with playing nice. Now look me in the eyes. Tell me, tell me what you see inside. Not gonna ask you twice. Not looking for your lies. Tell me, do you wanna go? Do you You know that I'ma keep it cool. With you I feel like breaking rules. On the edge, looking out with no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about us two, playing around without a clue. On the edge, leaning out. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. Had to convince my friends this time. Think you're toxic to my mind, but I know they don't know what you're all about. The way you hold my body tight, staying up talking through the night. Yeah, I know they just don't. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. I need more of.
Guess we should get started though. Oh yes. Okay. I am so pumped, you guys. So let me turn this banner off. Hello. Got to turn that one off. Too many things to click on. You know what I'm saying? How are you guys doing today? All right. Before we get started, I got to say that I'm using StreamYard. I always say this, but I always forget to let you guys know that this is powered by StreamYard. Everything I'm doing, I am streaming to you. The banners I'm pulling up, the comments I'm displaying. However, I am using the OBS virtual camera to control what you see on screen, which is me right now, and the whole timer thing, right? So, but you can get your own free trial of the pro version of StreamYard if you go to melaniediane.com/StreamYard. It's that simple. So there you go. Oh, Future Car's Man of Life. He says she's here. Yes, I am. And you were here early today, which is super fun and exciting. It is kind of cool. I come into the StreamYard studio before I go live, and some of you, especially over on YouTube, those comments that you comment on the video prior to me going live actually pull into the StreamYard studio. Now, Facebook, it used to work this way with Facebook too, but they turned off some, I don't know, they disconnected that part of the API. So now when we go in and we get on there, we don't see the comments on Facebook. So for example, I scheduled this stream, and this is a live Q&A stream. So if you have questions, make sure you post those with a Q in front of them, and I will be glad to answer them. I have a couple questions from Billy, right? He posted a couple questions in this scheduled stream inside of the Facebook group. Now, here's what you also need to know. We are multi-streaming. So I am live on YouTube, I am live on my Facebook business page, and I am live in the DIY Marketing with Melanie group. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about when I say DIY Marketing with Melanie group, get over there and join us. It's a free community of people who are doing their own marketing. We're figuring it out. We're being scrappy but not crappy. And it's just another place for us to hang out together, get to know each other, and learn more. So what I was saying is when I scheduled this stream, Billy went ahead and commented a couple of questions that he has. And they're great questions. And I'm going to get to those questions first because group members get exclusive access. They get first dibs at asking a question if they post on that display, that comment or that post in there. However, it used to be so cool because I used to be able to display that, like that question, that comment would come through. But now comments displayed before you go live don't come through because Facebook creates a whole separate post. It's really annoying, actually. So you go to schedule your post and it says Melanie Diane Howell plans to go live Tuesday at 2 o'clock Eastern. And then when I actually go live, it used to, that post would literally just convert to a live video. And it was super cool. It was like magic. Now it creates a whole separate post. Your live video is a whole separate post. And so now you have this other one that says Melanie, was going to be live. I'll show you what it looks like. It says Melanie, let's see here, share screen, turn off this overlay. get up in here, get up in there. Yo. So basically it says, oh, but she is live. But this was the original scheduled post. But now it says, this video is live right now. So then you have to click on this button that's not highlighted very well, or the post, and then it will take you to a completely separate post where I am live. Now, this is the case for all Facebook posts. So it used to actually tell you, or it used to just convert the regular posts. So Billy's got these questions, but they aren't in my feed, so I couldn't display them. That's one of those really annoying things that I kind of wish it wasn't that way, but it is. It is what it is. So here's the thing, you guys. I forgot to do my homework. So I'm going to do my homework. I'm going to get cheeky, and I'm going to do my homework real fast, which is take Billy. What I like to do, and this is the reason I'm telling you this, is again, this is like behind the scenes, right? I like to share how I do everything I do because I want you doing it. I want you to be using live video and doing Q&As and doing this stuff. So when that happens, now you understand that if you want to do a Q&A post or a Q&A live and people start commenting before you're live, if you're on if those are happening on Facebook, those won't carry into your streaming platform. So you got to do what I do, which is I essentially take a screenshot of the comment and I paste it into a PowerPoint slide, and then I display the comments that way, right? Doing a screen share of the PowerPoint. So, but I literally forgot to do that prior to going live, and I was setting up my other camera. I was getting my camera set up again. No, it wasn't another lava lamp. Somebody said she's setting up another lava lamp. And it was really funny. No, it was not another lava lamp. But what is going on, CK? She is here. Hello, hello, hello. And Future Car says, yep, I love the behind the scenes. So super, super awesome. Okay. All right. So here we go. Now, last week, what's up, Bling Auntie? She's here too. How's it going? How's it going? Last week, oh, Mike is also here. Got to say hello to Mike. Mike, it's awesome. You've been watching the show a few times now. It's fun to see you in the comments. So, and talk about a super smart dude right there. So, funny because last week, were you guys, if you were here last week, I don't know what was going on, but like something, maybe it was one of the words I used in the description of my video. The trolls came out hot and heavy last week. So, and a lot of you had some really good suggestions for me to go in, do some stuff. There's some settings you can set in YouTube that you can actually eliminate. You can basically make it so that, you know, links aren't ever approved or certain words are never approved. And that's one way. I have not gone in and done that, but these people were pretty savvy the way they were trying to like go crazy, and it was weird. It was just craziness, right? I've never had that many trolls show up at the same time. And it was nuts. Mike, I wasn't calling you a troll, my friend. I wasn't calling you the troll. Luis is back. Hello, Luis. I'm glad you're here. Oh, you said fresh haircut. You know, it was Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday or Thursday I got that cut. But it's a little longer. She left a little longer on top. In the summer, I like to get it shorter because when the Jeep top is down, or I'm on the boat, or I'm on the golf cart, all that breeze like totally jacks with the longer it is, the worse it gets. So usually I have a little bit of a shorter cut in the summer. So I'm going to have to get it shorter next time. All right, back to what I was saying. Again, what I always say is I like to tell you what I'm doing as I'm doing it. I like to share that behind the scenes stuff because again, I want you to be doing it. So here's what I'm going to do. What I like to do, I'll share my screen again. I got nothing bad on here. We're good. Also, before you share a screen, you always want to make sure that nothing crazy is on your screen. So here's the PowerPoint deck. I honestly just picked a simple PowerPoint that has a really simple background, but it's got a little gradient to it. If I find time and want to desire to make this different, I will. But literally, I came up with this idea one time on a whim, super last minute, and I just grabbed the PowerPoint slide and I've just used the same one. So, all right, so here's what we're going to do. Now we're in Chrome. And in Chrome, you can change the zoom. And the reason I'm going to change the zoom is because I want this to be large. Because I want to, it's going to be, I want it to be larger because I'm going to take a screen capture and then I'm going to probably have to enlarge it. And if I were to take a screen capture of it small and then enlarge it, it's going to be pixelated. So what I like to do is I increase the zoom, which makes the comment bigger. And I'm going to go full screen. And I'm going to go as large as I can without missing the comment. And now there we go. So that's good enough. That's going to be good enough. So I'm going to grab my little snipping tool and I'm going to literally drag around it. I'm going to copy right here and I'm going to paste it onto PowerPoint and then I'm going to make it bigger. All right. So I'm going to actually enlarge it and center it. Okay. And then he had another question. You guys are getting a sneak peek at the questions. I'm going to do a snipping tool again. And we're going to do new. And I'm on a PC, but Macs have that cool Snagit tool, basically does the same thing. Copy, and I'm going to paste it. Now, this is the way around what I was describing to you earlier, which was, when Billy posted those comments early, they don't carry through. But your new comments and your new questions, which Robin, I see you just post one, typical Tyreek, he posted one as well, then I can answer those live. I can pull those up live. But the ones that were posted previously, I got to come up with some other way to display them for you guys. So I do it on PowerPoint. So all I do here is I'm going to go slideshow. And boom, we got a question from Billy, right? Did you see what I did there? It was that simple. So it was that simple. All right, here's what we got. All right, Billy says, I have been told before you post or go live to spend a couple minutes commenting on other people's stuff in hopes more people will see your stuff on their feed. Is this a real thing? Okay, I have heard of, is it a real thing? Honestly, Billy, everything's a real thing. If somebody's tried it and done it, it's a real thing, right? Here's what I think that the suspicion is here, is that I will say this, the more active you are on social media and the more engaged you are with people, the more people are going to see you're just going to show up. There's something else. And if you pay attention to your own notifications, you're going to notice some things too. Let's change our background to something a little bit more fun. You're going to notice some things as well. For example, you might see a page that you follow. It might say, so-and-so commented on so-and-so's post. And that the post that they're commenting on, that it showed up in your notifications, you'll be like, I don't even follow that other person. So yes, there are ways that you can get more exposure. And you know what that is? It's to be social. Social media is meant to be social. And so I do believe that this works. Now, what I don't believe works is that if you try to do this and you're hacking the system. And what I mean by that is if you're showing up and you're just all of a sudden kind of being spammy, like, okay, I'm going to spend 30 minutes, an hour before I go live today and just start commenting on a bunch of people's stuff. Well, that's not authentic. It's just that. And even if your comments might be authentic in the moment, the reasoning behind it, your why behind that engagement is not authentic, right? You are doing something to try to serve yourself. And so, yes, I do believe that the more we show up online, the more active we are, absolutely, we are going to get more or exposure, more reach, right? But really, you have to really understand that you shouldn't be doing things to try to game the system, because the system, even though I just thought of Mike's profile is like, don't let the machine win. Like, the system's going to win. The system knows when we're trying to trick it, right? And so the system eventually is going to fight back. Kevin McAleer is here, you guys. Kevin, where have you been? My friend, where have you been, Kevin? Thank you for being here. It's good to see you back. He says the more engagement you have, the more people will watch. It's like fishing, but instead of bait, it's great quality content. I totally agree. And so, Billy, much to how Kevin is describing this, focus on your content, focus on your community, focus on the people that show up each week live, each show. Focus on those people and engage them and delight them. Don't try to beat the system. But I do believe, okay, my caveat to this is I do believe that we should all be social. We should be engaged in the comments. People that are commenting on your stuff, you should be responding as much as possible. You should be acknowledging those people in your world. And so be social, but don't be social just because you're trying to like beat some systematic thing. So that is my take on this particular question that you had. So, but I love the question. In fact, there are lots of people teaching these types of strategies. And yes, like the more active we are, the more social we are, yes, it's going to work. But in the end, do what is legitimate and do what's authentic. It will work out for you. It might take just a little longer, but the value is going to be better, right? It's just going to be better. So I do think that that's one of those things you gotta make sure you have. You got to make sure that you have yourself, just your intentions are clear, right? So, hello, John. He says, other than sunglasses and wonderful dancing, did I miss anything else? Well, John, I showed them how I gather my, I talked about the difference between scheduling a post and getting those comments in StreamYard from YouTube that they show up, but then anything posted to those scheduled posts on Facebook doesn't, because your live is a whole different post. And so I talked about that, and I showed how I pull up the questions, how I copy and paste them, and I put them in a PowerPoint slide when people do that. And Billy did that today. And since Billy is in the DIY Marketing with Melanie Facebook group, he gets first dibs on his questions being answered. And then after I'm done with Billy's question next, I am going to go back up and I'm going to come up and answer your questions. I see we've got questions from Luis and Robin, Robin's Egg Blue Creations, and some others. So let's do that. All right. So next question Billy had, he says, what is the best time to go live and how many times should you go live a week? Someone told me every day, and I believe that is way too much. Currently, I'm going live 3 times a week. So I also love this question for multiple reasons. And the main reason I love this question is because there is no straightforward answer, very similar to any marketing strategy. So it all depends on you, it depends on your content, and it depends on your audience. Now, when I think every day is probably a lot, but if you have content that you can bring every day, daily content that's valuable, and your audience wants to hear from you daily, that could work. However, I also think that you can wear your audience out. It is possible. I also think that you can wear yourself out, right? And so again, here's what kind of shows I think work for daily types of lives, daily content. And these are just a few examples. A motivational show. So like people are like, yep, I like tuning in every day because I like to get that motivational boost every day. These might be like Bible readings, for example, things like that, right? Or just mindset stuff, those types of things where somebody wants a dose of it every day, kind of like how, Billy, you work out every day. I know that you go work out every day. Maybe you do a fitness like thing every day, tutorial. Hey, today's fitness tutorial is this. Now, I believe that these live videos are going to be shorter in content probably as well. So I think there's a fit for some things to be daily. Another one would be something like a comedy show. So John Pullum does a lot of humor. He has a lot of humor in a lot of his stuff. He is also a motivational speaker, by the way. But like if you did a little comedy segment every day and it was like, hey, here's your daily dose of laughter, then I think that could work, right? For me and what I do and help, I don't think I can do that every day. I don't think I can show up every day. So I do think that you have to find the right mix. I think that daily can be too much. Again, I think that this could be somebody telling you to do this because they're trying to game the system or something. If you can provide value, quality content every day, and your audience wants it every day, then yes, it can work. But I think that those examples are far and few between. Okay, so I think that the reality is every day is probably too much for most people. Okay, and James says, quality over quantity, Billy. And I totally agree. Typical Tyreek does too. So I definitely, I'm just reading John's comment, which is funny because again, he's hilarious. I know it's hard to believe, but I don't work out every day. So there you go. So it is one of those things where I think that you can, if you want to show up every day in your social media, you can and you should, but maybe it's not live video every day, right? Maybe it's something else. So now, what time do you go live? The best time to go live? Again, depends. I know this. I know that you guys kind of hate it when I have that answer. Like, it depends. Well, it does. It depends on your audience. It depends on your topic. It depends on you. But I will tell you, Billy, what I tell everyone. It has to work for you or it won't work for anybody else. And what I mean by that is, let's just say, for example, you're in an industry, you're in a world where your audience is online at 9 o'clock at night, and that is the best time. That's when they want to consume your content. But if you're one of those people, you're like, I get up at 4:30 in the morning because I work out, that's my routine, I take care of the kids, I do this, I'm in bed by 9. Well, then going live at 9 o'clock won't work for you. You could try it, you can do it, but it's overall, over time, it's going to wear you down and you're going to begin resenting that 9 o'clock live show because you're going to be like, oh, I got to go live tonight at 9 o'clock and I'd rather be in bed because I got to get up at 4:30 in the morning. Or you're going to start changing your other routine, which isn't going to serve you either. And so again, even if 9 p.m. is the best time for your audience, and that's when they're going to be there, you got to find something else. You got to find second best or third best that fits within you, your routine, your life, your schedule. Okay? Do it your way. And you might lose some people because they only want to tune in at 9 p.m., right? Well, that's okay. They're not your people because, Billy, you get up at 4:30 in the morning and you're in bed by 9. Those aren't your people. But the other people are, okay? So the best time, I always say, the absolute best time, number one, it has to work for you. Number two, ideally, it does work for your audience as well. But the best time is what time works for you, Billy. But the other thing I'll say is the best time is the same time when you do it. Meaning the best time is the time you went last week and the week before and the week before and the week before. So for me, Tuesdays, 2 o'clock. There is no strategy around Tuesdays, 2 p.m. Eastern, except one day I sat down and I said, I gotta quit fighting. I gotta quit fighting and resisting the whole consistency model of my live shows. So I'm going to try for 4 weeks. I'm going to pick a day of the week and a time, and I'm going to go live 4 weeks in a row, the same day and the same time. I'm going to resist it. I'm going to try it. So you know how I picked Tuesdays at 2? I looked at my calendar and I found 4 consecutive days, weeks of the same day that looked fairly open. Tuesday afternoons tend to be open. For whatever reason, ever since I started my business in 2014, like Tuesdays are a weird day where I don't tend to have a lot of meetings. And it's like, it is like GSD day, like get shit done day. It's always been that way for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because clients don't like to, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Tuesdays afternoon. And you know why I picked 2? Because sometimes I like to go out for lunch. Sometimes I want to meet a friend for lunch. Sometimes Doug and I go to Savage's for lunch and I drink a beer or two. And I'm like, I don't want to be crunched for time if I have an opportunity to go grab a beer at lunch. So 2 o'clock. Because 1:30 seemed too much of a crunch. What if I get home at 1? I don't have enough time. So 2 o'clock it is. I also needed it to be early enough that if I want to go play golf in the afternoon or go for an afternoon beer, I'm being a little bit cheeky here, but this literally was part of my thought process. I am not kidding. So there was no strategy involved. And you know what happened, Billy? You showed up. Kevin showed up. Shayna shows up. Now John shows up. Typical Tyreek's been showing up. Future Cars Made of Life shows up, right? Kimberly's here. All kinds of people. Same faces. Pretty soon, Cynthia from Purgatory Paranormal of New York is going to be here. Maybe Ariana, Pokegal will be here too. The same people will start showing up. John's here, Coffee Talking Tech, right? Seriously. What starts happening, or it's Paul. I'm sorry, Coffee Talking Tech, Paul. So what starts happening is you start showing up the same day every week in the same time, and your people will keep showing up too. The people where that time works. So pick something that works for you. Go for it, deliver quality content, and boom, there you go. That's what happens, right? So there you go. Tuesdays are my Monday hangover. I understand that. I hear you, Robin. That is definitely the way it works for some people. For whatever reason, Tuesdays, I'm like ready to go. But literally, this is what I think works, right? This is what I think works. Mike says, now you feel obligated every Tuesday at 2. No golf for you. I do. I show up Tuesdays at 2. And every once in a while, I reschedule. A few weeks ago, you guys, I had to go live an hour earlier because I needed to pick up my daughter from her last day of school. And it's a tradition. And I would need to leave the house to get in the car pickup line because you know how it is in car pickup lines. If you aren't there 20 minutes early, you aren't getting your kid for like 30 minutes after they get out of school. Because you are in the back of the line. So you got to get there 20 minutes early. You sit there for 20 minutes and then you then 5 more minutes and you eventually get through and you pick your kid up. If you are there after 20 minutes, you might be sitting there for 40 minutes. It happens. So anyway, I knew I had to do that. So I changed it, right? I changed it that one time. Because I've been coming live consistently ever since that, I've done it. When I picked that 4-week time, I said I'm going to do this for 4 weeks. I never stopped. I put a reoccurring meeting in my calendar, reoccurring every Tuesday, 2 to 3, and it says on my calendar, live video. Boom. So I don't schedule anything around it, unless I absolutely have to. And this summer, there may be a couple more times where something may come up or something may happen. I may have a vacation. I even did it on vacation. I went live on vacation for 15 minutes. I was like, hey guys, I'm on the balcony. Just want to come say hi. Didn't want to miss my weekly show with you guys, but I am on vacation. So peace out, right? That's what works. When you are consistent, then when you need to make those exceptions, your audience is going to be fine. They're like cool with it, right? And when you use something like StreamYard any of the others where you can schedule your streams, you can go ahead and schedule it and say different time this week, guys. And then they know, oh, it's at 1, not 2. So again, all that stuff, right? So by the way, Mike, he says, or you can go live from the golf course. Mike, I am planning to do this. I am planning to do a live stream from the golf course, actually. So that's coming up. I definitely want to do that. I think it would be so fun. I did a live show 2 years ago this July, and I was fishing. I went out and I went fishing. And the other day, I finally got to go fishing the other day, and I caught some bass. I thought, man, I need to do the be live out here again and go live while I'm fishing. So you can also take it with you. We talked about that last week. The summer months, momentum. If you guys missed last week's live, I went through some tips and some strategies for you to maintain your momentum in the summer. And one of the tips was bring your life to the stream. If your kids are home from school, let them be in your live shows, right? And Addie showed up literally like asking for something out of the fridge. Take your live on the golf course. Take your live out to the park if that's where you are. Bring your life into your live shows in the summer, and that's what you got to do. So what is up? John is being stubborn. Yeah, John is random with his stuff, I think. Oh, is that what it is? Is that what it is? I do need to do this. I also need to get better about that. Thank you, John. The whole buy me a coffee thing has been super fun. I think we got the alert figured out. So if somebody does buy me a coffee, the alert should pop up. It should ding and it should pop up. It should be way fun. Okay. Well, hello, Annie. So Annie also has been around for a long time. And Annie, haven't seen you for a while. It's good to see you. Awesome to see you. For sure. Okay, let me scroll up. And Billy, I hope that was helpful. You got that was like a miniature teaching right there, wasn't it? It was a miniature. CK says, yes, consistency. Yeah, totally true. Okay, let me scroll up. I'm answering questions, so let's get back into live Q&A. Let me go all the way up here, because I don't want to miss any questions. I know I saw a couple of questions for sure. By the way, let's give a shout out to Robin's Egg Blue Creation. She said, been wanting to do live creative videos for a long time now. I've been terrified, but I finally punched fear in the face and hit that live button. Finished my 5th live in 7 days last night. That is freaking awesome. I will tell you guys, one of the best ways to get over 2 things. Either a slump, meaning you used to go live and you kind of got out of it and you're in a slump, or over your initial fear, I will tell you, is to do what I call a blitz. So go live every day for a week. Go join a group. Go find a group of people that are trying to learn how to do live video where it's safe for you. You're allowed to go live all the time. So Loria Petrucci, every April, she does this program called LIDA. It's called Live Every Day in April. It is very challenging. Shout out to John Pullum. He did it every day. You literally find a way to go live as in a blitz. 7 days. Try 7 days. I will tell you, there's something about the 6th live video. It's about that 6th live video. You all of a sudden, you don't feel the same heart palpitations and anxiousness. So Robin's Egg Blue Creations, awesome. Seriously, super awesome. That is the way to get over it and to make it happen. So I love it. All right, let's find a question. Shall we? Let's find a question. La, la, la. I know that... Okay, yes, we were talking about some stuff earlier. After my live, I deleted the plans to go live post and lost the live video. Thankfully, I still have a YouTube stream. Interesting, because I have seen people talking about this concept and testing it, and they say that they don't lose the live video. So I wonder what happened there. I wonder if it was because you deleted it before. I don't know. I'm not sure. All right. Typical Tyreek says, if we try out your free 14-day trial, will we have access to all of the premium features that StreamYard offers? Yeah. So you actually get the professional plan, which is the top tier plan. You can multicast to 8 destinations. You can stream for forever. There's no streaming limits. And then you also can have 10 guests on screen, and you can stream in 1080p. You get 1080p as well. So, but you get all the other stuff, you can upload your own custom overlays, all of that stuff. You can try for 14 days, and also no watermark up in this corner. So any live video you make and publish during that time won't have the StreamYard watermark, which essentially looks like this. By the way, do you guys hear my air conditioner? John Pullum, do you hear my air conditioner? Oops, I'm sorry, this one. So when you use the free plan, which by the way, guys, the free plan is awesome. It will automatically downgrade you to the free plan. So once the 14-day trial is up, you're just on the free plan. Nothing, doesn't charge you anything, nothing at all. You just get downgraded to the free plan. Free plan basically is always going to have that in your streams. Who cares? If you're just getting started with StreamYard, nobody cares about that. Okay, let me jump back. Speaking of brand, hello. Get that up in there, Mel. Totally forgot to put that on there. Okay, so that's a great question. Again, if you guys want to try that, you can go to, you can get your 14-day trial at melaniediane.com/StreamYard. I am a StreamYard partner, so I'm able to offer that 14-day trial to you guys where you can try the professional plan for free for 14 days. I suggest sign up and then don't dilly-dally, like get to it, start playing around with it, learn how to use those features and decide, okay, and again, maybe you're not ready for them now. That's fine. You've played with them enough that you know, okay, cool. You'll know when you're ready, when you are ready, right? So definitely sign up for that when you're ready to start playing with those features. So, okay, cool. Robin says, do you have any suggestions for utilizing a second webcam or other USB cam if I'm using a laptop with only one USB port? Would a hub affect video quality? Thanks in advance. I got to phone a friend on that one. I do not think it will, but I believe it possibly could. That was such a non-answer. I am so sorry. That is terrible. That is like that is so bad. I seriously kind of feel like it shouldn't affect the quality, but I also feel like it could. I don't know. I can't speak. I can't say for certain. But James Hicks, if you are still watching, also Coffee Tech, Talking Tech, if you are still watching, those guys I know are going to have the answer. Like they're going to know for sure. So if you guys are here, please help a sister out. CK probably knows as well. I would think that CK would know as well. I could, right? John, I seriously should. Like, in fact, I swear to God, I could even just tell someone. I could even say, James, text me. Tell me if you can. I could literally, or I don't care. Coffee Tech and Talk. Where is it? Where is his profile? I always get it backwards when I say it. His name is Paul. I do know that. Oh, there it is. Coffee Talk and Tech. If you're still watching, let us know. Let us know. Okay. So, Robin, forgive me. I know I'm glad that you think I'm a hoot because I'm sorry. Okay. James, thank you. Transfer rate. See, this is why it's good to know people. Transfer rate on hub could be an issue. Also depends on cable quality. That's kind of what I was thinking. Like if you have a nice hub, I would think it wouldn't. And then the cable, I didn't think about the cable. So definitely for sure. So John Ryan. Okay. Why do I think it's Paul? Why am I wanting to call him Paul? And John, I know you're laughing. Okay. John Ryan. I'm John Ryan. See, I can remember people's names. I remember people's names. I will remember them. I will get that. Okay. Kevin also, he says, if your laptop can handle it, you can afford one. You can get a Thunderbolt 3 hub. That's basically a different card, if I'm not mistaken, that goes in there, right? I think that's what that is. So, yeah, don't use cheap ass cables. Good point. Very good point. Oh, see, everybody's jumping in. Everybody's got all kinds of help for you, Robin. See, I love you guys. I love you guys. Oh, Luis has a good point. He said there may be some latency in your stream. So he's planning to do the same thing. So he'll get back to us on that. Awesome. Luis, thank you. That's fantastic. Okay, let's see. Lots of variables running multiple USB cameras on one channel. True story. Okay, let's go back. Sammy Superstar is here. What is up, Sammy Superstar? Robin's writing all this down. Yes. So in Robin, I believe that you saw I think you saw my YouTube video about the, for the multiple cameras with StreamYard. So, all right, let me scroll back up. I know we have more questions. By the way, how do you guys like the sound of my mic? I'm using the Shure, gosh, I always get it backwards. Which one is this one? It's not the $400 one. The Shure, oh my God. The MV7, this microphone. The other one is the Shure M7B. That's the one you see like on TV all the time. If you ever watched like like the Today Show and somebody's like singing, they're playing at a piano. They're probably singing into a Shure M37 I don't know. The MV7 is the microphone I'm using right now. I had this microphone a while ago, but I wasn't using XLR. Now I'm using XLR. So hopefully you guys think it sounds good. All right, let me scroll back up for questions. More questions. I feel like I think Luis had a question. I want to make sure I don't miss any. Okay, here we go. Luis. Are you doing the screen share through StreamYard or OBS? I was using the StreamYard screen share. So when I'm literally, because it's so easy. It's so easy and so fast. Boom, right? Now, I do have a screen share set up on my OBS as well. So let me get out of this. The other thing I like about the StreamYard one is this. Boom. I'm just clicking right inside StreamYard. Again, I always tell people, all you need to create really like professional looking streams, like truly, one, to go live, you just need a freaking phone. But if you want to do stuff, fancy stuff, all you need is StreamYard and a mouse and an ability to click, because it's like that simple. I'm just clicking around, right? I don't have to configure any scenes or anything with OBS. But if I were using OBS, then what I'd be doing, get out of that, go to OBS, is I do have a screen share. Where is it? Screen share. I did set up my very own. Oh my God, Melanie, get your crap together. There you go. So this is me doing a screen share with OBS, and I am literally showing you OBS by doing in the screen share. So it's just an overlay I built and created. I put it in. That's what I do. The only real reason I use this version is if I don't typically use OBS to control what you guys see, other than my cameras, switching my cameras and that countdown. I don't use these screen share things that I've set up. I use these when I record videos, tutorials and stuff. So, but that's a good question. Let me go back to Camlink. And now that I have my Stream Deck set up, I can actually configure these things with the push of a button. So super cool and super fun. Good question though. Okay, I am going to do another quick scan. By the way, Shayna, total bullcrap. Total bullcrap. Shayna's channel is awesome. She's doing a really good job over on YouTube. Go check her stuff out. Super, super cool stuff. And I like the streams you're creating. You are way interesting. So don't even say you're not interesting. Not true at all. Not true. And Kevin agrees. See, Kevin agrees. So for sure. Okay, let me see. What do we got? I'm about to, I know I saw another question from Robin. Hold on. Oh, sweet. I didn't know that. Tanya's doing a blitz this month in her with her business strategist. Super fun. Love that. Billy says, I want to do a live Q&A, but I'm afraid of no one asking questions. Do you prepare something to talk about? Oh, I love this topic. I love this. Okay, here's the deal. When you're just starting out, live Q&A is scary because of exactly what Billy just said. He's like, I'm going to market my show as a live Q&A, but what if nobody's there live? And what if nobody asks questions? Here's what I did when I got started with my live Q&As. I started doing my live Q&As in the Facebook group, DIY Marketing with Melanie. And at first, the group was kind of new and hot and fresh, and it was really engaged because it was very new. So when I started doing live videos and was able to pull up questions, people loved it. Now, I will tell you, Billy, what I did, though, is I posted a post earlier in the week, and I said, I'm doing a live Q&A this Friday, at 3:00. So what questions do you have? And I would gather questions ahead of time, and I would bring those questions with me, and I would start there. Just like I did today, I had Billy's 2 questions. I will tell you, not every week do I get a question posted ahead of time, even me, after doing this for so long. But I do know that you guys are going to show up and you're going to ask questions. However, Billy, I do always like to have content in my back pocket in case I don't get questions. Now, the other thing I like to do that I have learned, this is another trick. I find that I get more questions asked ahead of time if I provide a little bit of specificity. So if I'm specific and I say, hey, ask me anything about Facebook groups, ask me anything about Canva. If I ask me anything about podcasting, if I give a specific topic, I do find that people tend to ask more questions. I think it's like when you just are open and vague, it's almost like it overwhelms. They don't know what to ask, even though they're full of questions. Everybody has questions, right? Everybody's got questions. So it's a matter of like coming up with something to help guide your audience into what to ask. So Billy, if you're going to do one of your if it's going to be around your financial business, then you could totally do that. Now, the other thing I like to say is have a piece of content in your back pocket. Something you guys might notice about me is sometimes I show up and I say, today I'm going to show you a new trick I discovered in Canva, but it's also my live Q&A. So I always, if I've got something I want to teach or share, like last week we talked about maintaining momentum through the summer months, right? It's because, hey, we're here. It's that time. And I want you guys thinking about this. So if you have something important to share, you can do that. You can still teach something, explain something, and also take questions. That is probably the safest way to get started. Now, the other alternative is, Melanie, I don't have a group. I want to get started with this. People are asking me questions. Great. But well, then you know what questions they should be asking. So you come to the table and say, here's a question I get all the time. Maybe you don't get it all the time, but you know what it means, right? You know what I mean. Here's a question I hear all the time. If you want to be more totally, by the facts. Here's a question I hear all the time. What's the difference between the different cryptocurrencies? I don't know. It's a hot topic today, isn't it? So you could literally come to the table with a question that nobody asked you specifically for that live Q&A, but it is a question. Right? And it's probably a question someone in that audience has or has had at one point. Right? And so that's the way that I like to say, that's how you should approach your Q&As. All right? That's the way you do it. For sure. But I love the question. I do prepare stuff, especially as I'm just getting started. You know what I mean? Fantastic. All I hear are the horrible cicadas. So CK's got the cicadas where she is. Wowzers. You guys, we are not in Muncie, Indiana, which is where I am. We are not really having the whole cicada thing. But Doug and I were down in the Indianapolis area yesterday watching his oldest play in golf sectionals. And literally we were driving back and we were on 465. And he was like, are those it? And he rolled his window down. He's like, and we're on an interstate. And he's like, are those the cicadas? And I'm like, I don't know. And then we weren't passing trees and the noise went away. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's how loud they are down here. We're only like an hour away. We aren't really having these issues right now. At least right now, at least as of yet. So, but okay. Robin says, how many links are too many for your video descriptions? Asking for a friend. I don't know. Well, as John Pullen will tell you, I don't typically put very many links in my descriptions. I should be putting links in my descriptions. It is something I probably should be doing, but I haven't really been doing it. So yeah, I should probably be doing that, but I haven't been doing it. So I don't know. I would say, here's one of the things that I like to say. I think that a description, if you are going to be talking, like for example, I probably could put more links in my descriptions because I could put some of my Amazon links, my other links for the software, because I talk a lot about gear and tech and software. And so I could basically say, hey, the links to those things I just rattled off are in the description. That's helpful to people, right? But I don't want to be in people's faces too much with my links, but that's also a mindset thing I need to get over. I'm going to hire John Pullum as my mindset coach about that. He's going to help me out. John doesn't know that I'm going to hire him to do that, but John, I'm going to hire you to be my mindset coach to help me get over the fear of the links. But I think that what I was going to say, the last thing I was going to say is that I want your links to be related. Like if you're going to put it in your description prior to going live, then I want those links to be semi-related to the stuff you're going to be talking about. Maybe after the show, you might go live and say, here are links. You might update your description. Here are some of my favorite things. You could do that. But again, for me, I don't want people leaving my live stream. I want people here hanging out with me, talking to me, having conversation with me while I'm live. And if I am inundating everybody with links all the time, they're going to be exiting my stream or not even listening to what I'm saying because they're like shopping on Amazon. Yeah, I'm going to get 3 pennies for that, $300 you just spent. But that's not really why I'm here. I'm not showing up for that reason. And so for me, my objectives are different. Now, the Buy Me a Coffee thing, which we talked about a few weeks ago when I had my friend James Hicks on the show, which now I have my own Buy Me a Coffee thing. It's all that, that set up, right? That I do think is different. I think that if you're sharing something, if you want to get people to join something, or if you want to say, hey, if we raise $50 today, I will, give away a free book, or I'll do this, or I'll go live for an extra 30 minutes, or I'll do a bonus live on Friday. I'll do hot seats, whatever. I mean, I do think there's some cool ways you can monetize what you're doing, but that is the objective, right? So I do think that the objective comes into play here, and your audience, serving your audience and making sure that they're going to feel okay. Kevin says, do you keep all your old videos, or do you just leave them up on YouTube and delete the local recorded stream? I hope I'm running out of space. Okay, I don't keep all my videos. I do, obviously, I don't delete the streams. The only videos I download and save. Now, don't do what I'm doing here. I'm just telling you what I do. The videos that I save are ones I'm going to repurpose. So if I'm going to take a video, I'm going to repurpose it for something, then I am saving those videos. I'm saving that content. Now, best practice would tell me I should be downloading all of my really super valuable content, because what if YouTube decides, oh, by the way, we had a massive earthquake and all 9 of our backup servers that backed everything up, the backup server, all that got destroyed, your videos are gone. That could happen. I mean, things can happen. A hacker could take over YouTube and delete everything. It could happen. So you're not in control of those environments. And so if you do want to make sure you don't lose your content, you should be downloading and saving that stuff. You can be using cloud servers like Dropbox, Google Drive, others to upload to the cloud. But again, you don't own those servers. The same thing can happen on your own computer. Your computer could crash. Everything could get corrupted. I mean, there's no perfect solution here. I personally do not save everything. I only save the stuff that I want to repurpose. For sure. Let me see. So Future Cars Man of Life was going back to the logo thing. He likes having his own logo, and I agree. But he doesn't like when I make a video with their logo, because I don't want to pay, so I have to put my logo. Yeah, I personally am a believer in taking over and having your own brand on your content. But not everybody is able to use the budget. And so I always say, if the budget's holding you back, don't let that hold you back from creating videos. Put the watermark in there and create some videos. All right, let's keep going. Oh, man. John, you're hired. Literally. Oh, you can't find it. Okay, let me get it for you. This is it. This is where you would go. Shayna, if you're thinking about buying me a coffee, it's actually a taco. Then it should do an alert, because CK and others helped us get this troubleshooted. It should work. I'm looking to make sure I don't have any. No, I don't have any. Okay. There you go. That's where you can buy me a taco at buymeacoffee.com/Melanie Diane. That should work. I'm terrible at the link thing, but all right, let me get back to it. Can you search for people? Can you search for people? I don't know. Can you search for people on Buy Me a Coffee? I think you can. I don't know. All right, let me go back here. James, he's like, I'm just now seeing this comment. I guarantee, James, you're falling apart. Exactly. See? I knew he was going to be laughing about all that stuff. All right, let me see. I have more mics than Sammy. I don't think that's true, actually. I don't think that's true. All right. I'm catching up on your comments. See, this is the thing. It's really kind of funny. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that the StreamYard is actually helping you. It's totally amazing. I think that personally for me, StreamYard made doing this fun again. It made it fun again, because you can have all this fun stuff. I love it. What? If you rewatch the video, it sounds good, but sometimes it has this bang sound, or I don't know. Are you talking about this? Are you talking about that? The bang sound. Or me? I don't know. I don't know what we're talking about here. Okay. Ooh, Luis got another Stream Deck. Fun. You also just changed your profile picture. Did you not? Because I'm pretty sure your profile picture was you and somebody else. And if anybody's been around long enough, Luis just did. He gets a gold star in my book because he did that. You should. I like profile pictures that are of you and your face so we can see you and look into your eyes. I'm just a fan of that. So, all right, I'm checking this out. Yeah, I totally confused you guys with all of my all my microphone stuff. Okay. Here we go. Another question. I love it. Luis says, in your opinion, which do you think is better for your stream? A USB mic or an XLR mic? Asking for those on a budget. Okay. So here's what I would say. I'm going to say this. There's a lot of marketing towards the microphone I'm using right now, talking about how, you can use it USB. Hey, check it out. Shayna, what's up? You guys, it worked. I hope CK just saw that because thank you, Shayna. Super appreciate you, sister. I hope CK saw that because she was a key person in helping me get that figured out along with John and some others. So thank you, Shayna. Totally appreciate the tacos. All right. So here's the deal. This mic, okay, the one I pulled up the box earlier, they're going to market to you and say, you can start with USB. And then when you're ready to upgrade to XLR, you can just use the XLR because it is both. I can literally just use the USB, plug it into my computer, and I'm ready to go. Or I can spend money on the cable, money on the audio interface. I use a Focusrite Scarlett Solo. I think that's what it's called. And that's like $100 and some. The cables, you got to buy good cables. There's like a $25 cable. But this mic, the USB version, it's quiet. You have to be up in it. So I'm just pointing that out. I like to let everybody know that. I don't love the USB only version of this mic. I think it's too quiet. I am using a cloud lifter also, by the way, for this microphone. Okay, let's talk USB mics. USB mic versus XLR. A USB microphone is going to literally plug into your computer and it's going to work, pretty much, okay? USB microphones have come significantly down in price. You can get really good microphones for like $60. There is a microphone made by JLab, the Talk Go. Totally a great microphone. I literally think it's $60, $50, $60. Blue Yeti makes a microphone called the Nano. It's $100. Also a great USB microphone. However, if you're in the USB market and you can get yourself up to $130, $140, I think, then I think you should get the Elgato Wave 3 USB microphone. And that is because it is an amazing microphone. It has an amazing internal pop filter. It's high quality and it comes with the Wavelink application, which is what I use to control the audio. So if you want to hear what that sounds like, we can do it. I can give you a sample. This is the microphone right here. It is very inexpensive and it is a very good quality microphone. So this is the Shure XLR microphone. You're going to notice that my voice sounds very clean. There's something very smooth about the sound of this. And now I'm using the Elgato Wave 3. So this is the Elgato Wave 3 microphone. This is the USB microphone. My voice might sound a little brighter, but I think this mic is great. Some people actually say, I like the sound of that better. It all depends on your voice patterns of your own unique voice as well. But if you're just getting started and you're on a budget, my suggestion would be that you use a USB mic. The reason I like USB mics, I'm going back to my XLR though, because I like it. Here's the beauty of a USB mic. It's plug and play. It's very mobile friendly. If you need to be on the go, moving around, USB microphone is the way to go. If you are stable, meaning you're always in the same place, you're not moving around a lot, then you might want to consider an XLR microphone, but you are going to spend more money, right? You are going to end up spending, honestly, to do quality, you're going to be spending $300 at least on the microphone, the interface, potentially a cloud lifter, and the cables to get a quality XLR experience, in my opinion. Now, you could probably go a little lower than that, but what's the point, right? Now, if you're a podcaster and you're streaming, you might want to consider just going with XLR. But if you're moving around a lot, you have multiple pieces. You have the mic, you have the interface, the audio interface, so that it can interface with your computer. Then you may, like I said, you may need a cloud lifter or something else to give it the power that it needs, the boost. So you're looking at more pieces, more parts, and also more crap on your desk. Like that's where I'm just over the crap everywhere at this point. But so it's really hard to answer the question because it really just depends on what you want. But if you are on a budget, I say go with an XLR, try to squeeze into that Wave Elgato 3 microphone, because in my opinion, for the money, that mic is amazing. I think that mic is freaking amazing and totally awesome. So so Mike is reiterating XLR microphone needs the interface, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? So yeah. Okay, I was just oh my God, I'm laughing. Oh yeah, good point. CK says the Rode NT Mini USB. I think it's the Rode NT USB Mini. I think that's what I forget. That also, it's a $100 microphone. It's an amazing mic as well. And Rode just came out with their competition to that Wavelink app called Rode Connect. Great suggestion, CK. Totally agree. I think that's also something you might want to consider. It's $100 for the microphone, and it now comes with that Rode Connect software, which essentially does the same thing. I think that the Elgato Wave NT1. Let's just look this up. Rode NT. It is technically called the Rode NT USB Mini. That is the term. Rode NT USB Mini. That's what that mic is called. It is really small. The Wave Elgato 1, I think, is $100 or $120. So there's a Wave 1 and Wave 3. They're both great. So anyways, okay. I'm losing my steam on that one. So let's go back up. You guys are full today. You guys are bringing it. I love it. Having some fun. Okay. Checking this out, looking for more questions. Jennifer's here. Hello, Jennifer. She's and she says, not too many cicadas in Detroit. Seriously, I remember as a child, I remember cicadas as a kid, but I didn't realize it was like every 17 years. Is it really only don't some come out in between the 17 years? Because I remember cicadas as a kid, and it was not just one summer. I mean, I am 40, so there's been multiple cicada occurrences, right? Isn't that true? Yeah, I was really little and then not so little at one point. So I remember them when I was little, cicadas. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Dr. Stuart Bachin, Bachin. That's how I literally asked him, hey, will you tell me how to say your last name? And he gave me an audio recording of it. So I know that. What's up? Okay. I'm getting there. Would you ever get a buzz cut or even a shaved head? Do you think that's such a hairstyle could work in marketing and advertisement? I have no idea. I say be yourself. I don't know if that was a troll question or a real question, but I thought it was funny. Okay. I'm looking for my next question. I should play music while I'm looking. How about that? Ooh, I don't have my headphones in though. Okay, here we go. Question. Do you like the update for the new OBS V27 update? Honestly, I haven't updated it yet. Every time I'm opening OBS, I am getting ready to need to use it. And I'm like, I am terrified to update it because I got to get this done or I'm getting ready to go live. But I love the reminder. What do you, did you update it? Or did anybody else here update it? Kind of curious, if you guys did. Do you have a video comparing Restream and StreamYard? Okay, so I did want to, as a guest, my friend Loria Petrucci, Live Streaming Pros. That's what her channel is called. We did a comparison video, but that was a few months ago. And honestly, both applications have changed a little bit. I did just notice that Restream they're adding some interesting features. here's the thing that's kind of cool about these apps. When one does something, the other one follows suit. So I always say, whatever you're using now, just use it because it's going to continue to get great because all of these applications are doing an amazing job. I have used Restream. I have used BeLive. I've used others. I personally, and still to this day, prefer StreamYard. I think it's the most intuitive. I also am a big believer in the team and the developers and their mission about the architecture of the actual application. And I love their pillars. They don't want to overcomplicate the app. I do think that Restream is a little bit more confusing. I find it to be not as user-friendly to a beginning streamer. And so I like StreamYard. I think it's just so easy. They also have an amazing support team. They have an amazing Facebook group where you can get support. Restream's finally doing that, and they're behind the 8 ball on that one. I mean, I prefer StreamYard, but they're both amazing. They're both awesome. So you can't go wrong. That's what I always tell everybody. Unless you pick the one that starts with a B. Then you can go wrong. But I didn't say that. Love that. So, okay, Jennifer says, idea for future live video. Hotkeys, how to use them with or without the Stream Deck. Super cool. Jennifer, you should be a guest on my show, by the way. Jennifer's like super technical. She produces shows for people behind the scenes. So yeah. The Wave 3 and the software is hard to beat. I totally agree. So appreciate that. Okay. So the Wave was already integrated. So I think it's funny because there's a lot of people that are confused. So the Stream Deck, they just came out with an update to the software. So all you Stream Deck users, they just released Stream Deck 5.0. It's just update to the software. They added this like store feature where you can it's really just a different way. It's a different interface about adding profiles, but the Wavelink software was already there. It was already part of it. I grabbed it and put it on my thing right away. I can change my volume right now. I can turn up the volume just by pushing these buttons right there. So all right there. So it was already integrated. But I think the way they did their little video is it's confusing people. It makes it sound like they just added it. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. Robin's Egg Blue Creations says, any mic recommendations for creatives who don't want a table talk mic? I use a front facing view and an overhead view. Okay. So, I don't recommend table talk mics, to be honest with you. Now, all the stands are in my closet. I have a closet way over there, and I try to throwing all my clutter. I keep boxes, people. I like to keep boxes of stuff. The Elgato comes with a stand. The Yeti Nano comes with the stand. The Blue Yeti Nano comes with a stand. A lot of mics will come with a stand. The Shure did not come with a stand. You got to buy one if you want a stand. However, I don't recommend you use a stand. I recommend at a minimum you go on Amazon and you spend $20 and you buy a scissor arm, a desk mount scissor arm. The Elgato is on a desk mount scissor arm. All right. Behind the scenes time. Future Cars Man of Life. It's his favorite thing. Okay. Here is what we have. So this is the scissor arm. Oh my gosh. It's going to be hard to see because I've got my curtains open today. It mounts back here. See, that's the mount right there. Okay. It goes up and it moves in and out. So this is the worst behind the scenes video I've ever done. See that? I can move it around. I can push it out of the way. That's a scissor arm. This right here is made by Blue. It's their compass. It's called a tube arm. This is tricky, but I actually have finally gotten it to work for me. Same thing, mounts to the desk. Okay. This is like $100 or more. This was $20. Get the $20 one. Get the $20 one. And I'm going to push my button on my Stream Deck and go back. But here's the deal. I don't think it needs to cost a lot of money. The reason I like the scissor arms is because the mic stays in position. When you move that microphone in and out, it stays in position no matter what you do. Like it really does. So it's $20. Go find it on Amazon. And you can mount them. You can do all kinds of stuff with them. So, I do not like my mic on my desk for a couple of reasons. One, it's in the way. Two, if you type on your computer, on your desk, you're typing, or if you're moving, touching your desk at all, the vibrations go right through those table mounts because it's so close to you. Now, yeah, these two mounts are mounted to the desk in the same way, This one, this blue compass one, the reason why it costs so much is because it actually disintegrates those vibrations. The downside to the scissor arms, they're spring loaded. The springs tend to pick up vibrations. So as long as you're not touching near the scissor arm, you're going to be just fine with that thing. You can also wrap it up. I've seen people wrap it up with stuff so that they don't make so much noise. This has been fun. You guys are awesome. Let me turn that off. Let me go back to comments because I saw some more questions. I know I saw some questions. Oh, at least one more. Yeah. Okay. Kirk Nugent. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Check out Kirk's video. Kirk definitely he posts a lot of stuff about Restream. He uses Ecamm and then I think uses Restream. Let me see here. Restream is a pain in the ass. That's funny. That's what PETA stands for. Pain in the ass. I'm looking. Five Finds. That is a great suggestion. I've not used the Five Finds, but I've seen people do reviews of them, and I have always been impressed. Okay. Tanya says 13 and 17 years for the cicada. I love it. Okay. Okay. Someone in my group says, Mel, I watch people, you and others, but I check out people, subscribers, and they are like 3.5 or 1,000 something. But when they're live, it's like 12 viewers. Why does that happen? They are also social too, and they have a schedule too. It could be the way they're promoting their streams. Maybe if they're going live, are they going live regularly? Are they doing, even if they're scheduling it, is it consistent, like the same day, same time? It could also just be that those followers aren't subscribed or they haven't clicked on that get notification bell. So on YouTube, you can subscribe to somebody, but if you don't click on the get notification bell, you aren't going to get notified when they go live. And so that's why we always say there's always this thing like, is that going to, oh man, hold on. Watch. See how it says subscribe, and click on the notification bell. That's why those little GIFs do that. It says but also click the notification bell, because subscribing is one thing. You're just following, but you're not getting notified. And so on YouTube, let me turn that off. You have to make sure you tell them that you want to be notified. So it could be that all those subscribers, it could also be that all those subscribers, maybe they subscribed 5 years ago and then that person took a break, and now those people they're not even seeing their videos at all because they're not getting it in the algorithm. There's a number of reasons why that may happen. I honestly don't know. I can't answer it because I can't answer to that specific situation. Okay. I saw somebody else had a question. I know I saw somebody else have a question. Yada yada. You know what's really funny, you guys? You know how you guys, so somebody teach me something, because I don't know how to do this. When you guys are like, and people do it to me, I'll be in the chat on YouTube and someone they reply to me or they say something and it's like, hey, at Melanie Diane. And it's like they're actually like replying to me. How do you do that? I don't know how to do that. Like, I seriously, for the life of me, cannot figure out how to do it. Can somebody tell me how to do that? I don't know. Call me an idiot. I'm not sure, but I need to figure that out. Robin, you may need to get a bigger desk. That's true. I have a pretty large desk for all my stuff. So for sure. Okay, let me look. I feel like I saw another question. Oh, okay. So you just type it? Is that it? You just type it? Okay, you guys are funny, but I've tried that, but okay, so oh my gosh. So the Artist Haven, if I were to just say I've tried it and it didn't work without the space. Okay, I'm going to give it a try. We're going to try this. Okay, I'm doing it live. We're doing this live. I'm going to YouTube. I'm going to my own stream. I think I can do this. Okay, this is funny. I seriously, I don't know how to do this. If you're in your mobile, it won't highlight your name. Or on a desktop, it highlights your name. You can do it. You can't do it on mobile. Okay. Yeah, I've tried it on both. All right, hold on. I gotta let me mute my. Okay. Well, hello, Don Moody. I didn't know you were watching. Hello. Okay, you guys are hilarious. Everybody knows how to do this but me. Okay, I'm coming. All right, live chat. Okay. So, the Artist Haven. So, at. See, it didn't do it. It just did it. I mean, did it do it? Like, did it do it? Did that actually like highlight it for you? That's what I want to know. Laura Williams is here too. On your desktop, it should auto-populate the name as you type. It did. Yeah, it doesn't do that. Okay, hold on. At CK. It did. It worked. Okay, let me try Artist Haven again. What? That is, I swear to God, that has never worked for me. That has never worked. I swear that has never worked. Come on. That has never worked. You guys. You have to put the caps in. Okay. Oh, I did it with CK. I don't think I did. Hold on. No, I did it with CK. I'm typing lowercase. I typed lowercase. Oh my gosh. See, this is why it's fun, right? This is why it's fun when I can actually ask you guys questions and you can help me, right? Okay, you have to use the first letters of their name. Mike always knows everything. Okay. Oh, you can just hit tab. You can just hit tab too. Look at that. There you go. See, I'm getting it all figured out. See, you guys taught me something today. Oh my gosh. Now I feel like I can actually fully engage in the YouTube chats because I'm always like, I feel like a jerk face. I'm like, I kind of type it, but oh my gosh. Okay. Now, once again, CK, y'all are helping me out, right? Y'all are helping me out. It's just kind of funny. All right. All right, you guys, it is now 3:15. I'm going to shut this one down. I don't see any more questions, but that was fun, wasn't it? We just figured out how to help me today. So thank you. Appreciate that. As always, you guys are awesome. All right. So that was fun. You guys had lots of great questions today. If you are just now joining, we talked about all kinds of stuff. We talked about best time to go live, time, how many times a week should you go live? We talked about microphones, USB versus XLRs. We talked about a lot of fun stuff today. So thank you guys for being here as always and hanging out with me. I really, really do appreciate it when you guys are here chatting with me. It makes it way more fun. It's always a little bit awkward when nobody's here asking me questions because I just got to keep talking or shut the stream down early, which hasn't been happening lately. We were on for 2 hours last week because I was also showing you guys how to set up a DSLR camera as a webcam. So we did that at the last hour and we just had a lot of fun. We just kind of hung out and had some fun with it all because I was trying to set up the lava lamp cam, right? But so yeah, see you guys again next Tuesday. I'll be live again with you all. Tuesdays at 2:00. Make sure that, as I said earlier, you subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you actually get notified when I upload new content and when I go live. So be sure also, if you're not already, join us over in the Facebook group, DIY Marketing with Melanie. Just make sure you answer those questions or I won't let you in. It's how we keep the trolls out. It's how we also ensure that it's a safe environment for people to learn and to ask questions and to support each other. And so if you don't answer the questions, then I'm like not really sure who you are or why you want to be in the group. So I don't let people in that don't answer those first few questions that I ask you. So make sure you answer those questions and read the rules so that you can be a good compliant member. So that was fun. I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys next Tuesday, 2:00 Eastern time. And as always, this particular stream was powered by StreamYard. I almost said Restream. Powered by StreamYard. And you can get your 14-day free trial if you go to melaniediane.com/StreamYard. Sign up with that link and you can try out the professional plan of StreamYard for free for 14 days. And then it will downgrade you to the free plan. And you can upgrade later. I don't care if you do or not, because I just want you to go live, whether it be with a phone, StreamYard, or whatever. So make sure you do that. All right, guys, I'll see you next week, 2:00 Eastern time. Bye-bye.